How's it not sideways? I mean, why? What's up, guys? All right, so as you can see in the title, Hillary Clinton's 33,000 emails that supposedly got deleted at one point leaked are to be declassified, are to be released. Now, I'm having a little trouble right now because I see, oh my God, because I see on Twitter that Mike Pompeo, who went on Fox and said that he has the emails and that the people need to know about them. See, he's trending on Twitter, and I see, and I'm looking at the conversations that's being had about it. And to be honest with you, I'm extremely disappointed. So I'll just go off the first couple of things that I saw. It's absolutely ridiculous. So the first thing, I'm worried that if Mike Pompeo releases any more of Hillary Clinton's emails, she might not get elected. All right, and so the next one, all right, where were we? Okay, and I have another guy right here saying, "I'm not sure if Pompeo and company realize we aren't voting for Hillary Clinton in two." They don't get it. Do you know the implications of these emails? It's much bigger than the election. Fuck the election. Okay? It's much bigger than that. Do you know what are in these emails? Do you know the amount of powerful people who are tied to her that when she goes down, they will go down with her? Do you know what? Look, there are a lot of child and human trafficking implications. I don't know how desensitized we are in this day and age, but I would like to think that this is groundbreaking information. It should be. Should that be a thing? All these kids, all these women go missing. Hundreds of thousands per year, millions of people missing, and we're making light of this. Somehow we're tying this to the election. Now, although I guess this may not, in fact, it kind of does have something to do with the election because of people who are tied to it. Mainly people who are running for office right now. Okay. So it's not just Hillary Clinton's emails, her sending nudes. Probably no nudes at all as far as hers goes, and nobody who the fuck would want to see that. But because when I talked about some of the powerful people who are tied into this, Obama, the Obamas, of course, Bill Clinton, but whatever, and of course, Joe Biden. All right. It- I actually shouldn't be surprised that people are making light of this, but this is a very serious thing. Now, as I am putting this out right now, and I'll probably be back later, I just I just felt the need. Like I was going back and forth. Should I talk about it? Should I not? But when I see the responses to this, people are so far behind, it's not even funny. People must be so shallow, so narcissistic, so narrow-minded that they can't see the implications of this, and it's right in front of them. It's right in front of them. All of the things, this when you talk about cognitive dissonance, this is quintessential cognitive dissonance that you have this literally right here in front of you, and people are making light of it. Are you kidding me? She tried her best to get rid of these emails for a reason. She and her team destroyed 33 31 cell phones, destroyed them. All right. I believe that's the number. About 31 phones. All right. Everything that was supposedly tying her, tying it to the emails, trying to get rid of it without a trace. It didn't work, needless to say. I'm trying to bring up the comments. I forgot how to bring it up on my phone. But you said, okay, Hey, how's it going? What are the specifics of the emails that I know? Well, if I could recall, and I don't know verbatim, what we found is some emails that got leaked. I don't know if everything got leaked because if it did, we wouldn't be waiting for it to be released from up top from Mike Pompeo, you know. Uh, but what we found was emails that from what I saw, and I didn't see a lot. I didn't really dig into that aspect of it. I just wanted to see her go down. But from what I saw and the understanding of everybody else that helped me kind of get a better understanding of what I saw was very strange phraseology in emails, and a lot of people they made this correlation. So if you talk about Pizzagate, pizza means a specific thing, hot dog means a specific thing, sauce means a specific walnut sauce, all of these things, which tie into different symbolisms as well. So the phraseology was extremely off. So I recall seeing something like an email between Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, and it would be something like, you know, Barack, you said that you would be bringing hot dogs, or it said, and I saw something that said Barack spent $60,000 on hot dogs, and look, I know you're the president, but you can't be making mistakes like this. It was something like, now I'm mixing two emails together, but it was along the lines of that. So it had this weird phraseology, and it all goes back to, why did she delete it? I mean, she's just talking about some hot dogs, right? Now again, if you want to further your research, I'm sure that there are people who have gone further down that path than I have, but I've got a general understanding that they were speaking in code. And it all makes sense when you start to see, certain interviews with somebody like them or somebody like Madonna who was singing about, I want fried fish because I run out of pasta, just singing things like that, it starts to make more sense. Even though, initially when you hear, you're like, What the fuck, you weirdo?" Okay, yeah, right. So there's obviously something there, and that code has been cracked by not just everyday people like you and I. I mean, extremely smart people, but I'm sure the people who have their hands on these emails, there's a team. There's not one person just going through. There's a whole team. It is. You saw Trump applying pressure, applying pressure, on these emails and a lot of things, and tying Hillary to a lot of corruption and crookedness and treason, all of these things. And let me just say, because I have to say this: when you are near, make them appear you are, make them think that you are far. Give them the illusion that you are far. Now that's from The Art of War. And, it's always been my firm belief that Trump is a practitioner of that. I've actually seen him quote The Art of War before he became the president. He lives by that. So when a lot of people say, a lot of these evil people have already been dealt with, or, I have great reason to believe that no matter, what Trump is out here complaining about, like, why is he able to run? Why, ask these questions as if he doesn't have that much power. I have great reason to believe that he's actually a lot further in the process, and we are just late getting, to get receive the news. Like a lot of things have already unfolded. We just kind of getting it bits and pieces, kind of how the media has always been with us. Like when news comes out, it was probably already the case for quite some time. You know, not all breaking news is happening by the second, by the minute, but it's pretty much breaking news when the masses start, to get a take. When the average person, when somebody like myself, who isn't tied in with the CIA or the FBI, anything like that, gets their hands on it. But I'm just really disturbed that this is the twist, the approach they're trying to take. I mean, goddamn, if you look at Pompeo and you look at the top, everything is just kind of saying the same thing. Mike Pompeo still thinks Hillary Clinton is running for president 4 years later. So he's going after her emails, which literally amount to nothing because these hideous fuckwads have. It's quite the opposite. It's quite the opposite. It is these people who are being exposed right now who have nothing left. How can you not see this? Am I wrong? Am I backwards? Please, somebody tell me if I am backwards. This has nothing to do with presidency. I mean, yes, presidency is definitely tied into it. Who knows how far back this is going to go? Now, I said Clinton's, I said Obama's. I mean, shit, the Bushes are, I'm pretty sure, are tied in this as well. Okay? If I didn't just skip over them, no, they are also tied into this. I was surprised that he hired Bolton and Pompeo, to be honest, but it might be that he was able to keep an eye on them. Keep your enemies close. And honestly, at this point, I'm having a tough time figuring out all of who his enemies are because I definitely believe that he does keep some of his enemies close and speaks, in high regard of them because it's a disarming tactic to speak highly of people that you actually want to take them down. You don't want to have people you want to take down on the defense. That's not good. You want to make this process as easy as possible. So who knows? For all I know, Mike Pompeo is one of them. He was the director of CIA before he got this new gig. Um, so it may be a proverbial gun to his head, like you better or you're gonna go down with him. I don't know. But that's what I see so far. But again, I can't stress like everybody's saying the same thing. It's like they want to convince us that it's a non-factor, that it doesn't matter. These people are sick. All it would take you is, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes of looking into this to make you understand the severity of it. And I think that these people actually do understand the severity of it. Here we go again. I think Pompeo's on to something. Getting those Hillary Clinton emails out very soon will kill her chances of being elected in 2020. There's no one in the Trump orbit who isn't brain dead. With luck, we're in the last days of Pompeo. These guys aren't being original. Mm. Like more than one thing can't happen at once. They think because this Hillary news is coming out all of a sudden, you can't focus on anything else. Nothing else happens. Just the world stands still. And in some regard, I mean, I guess it will, but it deserves the attention. Now, how many people looked up to some? I mean, I have a hard time believing this, but I mean, it's the truth. How many people out here done looked up to somebody like a Hillary Clinton, like a Barack Obama, like a Michelle Obama? If it is a Michelle, I'll leave that one alone, and hopefully the news reveals that one. But and even the Bushes. You know what I'm saying? And some other people who aren't necessarily, politicians who weren't necessarily in the White House, but were on a higher stage. Now, I spoke about presidents and things like that. Of course, you're going to see some senators, people from the CIA, people from the FBI, of course, celebrities tied into all of this. It's all connected. Notice how slowly but surely more and more pieces are coming out. Okay, Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, Harvey Weinstein. These aren't no small fucking names, by the way, guys. This is not. You will find that when this Hillary Clinton stuff comes out, it's all connected. It's all connected. It's a ring, okay? And that is the downside of a ring is that if you can find yourself inside of that ring, if you can get your hands on what's going on in there, just ride the ring. Just go around in the circle. It's all connected. I mean, goddamn, I could only imagine. I could only imagine what it looks like to tie those things together. You know what I'm saying? Just have this big ass whiteboard, even though you're gonna need more than that. Just tying everything together. Oh, this is connected to that. This is connected dots. That's exactly what it is. And that's how you build a great deal of momentum. You get as much intel as possible. Exactly. You get as much intel as possible. You start finding the correlations. You start seeking finding the patterns. You connect it all together. Fact of the matter is, somebody like a Hillary Clinton has made it extremely easy. You know what I'm saying? These are big dominoes. These are big dominoes to fall. This is what the 17th letter told us was going to happen, and it is happening. I'm out.